Hola, my people. How you guys doing? Uh, it's been a while. You guys saw me because I've been away. I posted on my YouTube that I'm traveling for my mother's burial. That was like last weekend, and that very weekend, Barcelona gave me a beautiful Copa del Rey. Very interesting game. I was on my toe all through the game, but we won that game, and afterwards we went ahead to play against Inter in a very back and forth game. I didn't do any review about that game either. Lamine Yamal came through, saved us, because if he didn't score that first goal the way he did it, it would have been a different story. Then over the weekend, we played a team that we, whipped 7-0 during the first leg. But this time around, we started with a complete different team, aside from the likes of Gavi and Pedri. Ter Stegen was on goal, which I wasn't really comfortable about because we've been so used to Szczesny and his magic. But then, the big boys came in and then saved us. So that's by the way. Now we're on to the Champions League game that is coming up tomorrow and next tomorrow. So I'm going to be making my predictions about these two games and what I feel would happen. I'm going to start off with the Wednesday game, which is Arsenal versus PSG. I said in one of my previous predictions that PSG is a team that, is here to offer surprises. Like, they're a complete team. Everybody could strike, everybody could bite you, everybody could get you, right? And that's what happened to Arsenal. The first few minutes, Dembele, had to get a goal because he's in magical form. And I think afterwards he was, substituted because he was feeling some kind of pain, which is what we knew him for in Barcelona, always getting injured. But this season with PSG, he's been tremendous, he's been amazing. But afterwards, they were able to secure their lead. As now, with all their whole banter online, all the whole bragging and, exchange of, they really started feeling like they won the trophy. That's the problem with Arsenal. They want to eat their cake and still have it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So they went into that match and they lost. So now going to Paris is going to be a big challenge for them. It could have been better if they are going to Paris on a draw, just like Barcelona going to Italy on a draw. There's this sense of confidence. You're not trying to get back from something. Nobody's going to be packing the bus from the onset. But trust me, in Paris, PSG is not going to pack the bus. PSG is going to still go after Arsenal. And I hope they don't have the same luck that they had with Aston Villa. A team that I feel that has more bite than Arsenal. They are more of a complete team than Arsenal with the array of strikers that they have in Aston Villa. I wasn't surprised when they dealt the damage they did to PSG. But at the end of the whole day, I think PSG is going to come through. Maybe they're going to play draw. Maybe Arsenal is going to first score and, build up the momentum. But PSG is going to just get back at it because the mentality of their coach is not the same thing with Arteta's mentality. Luis Enrique is a crazy person. We've played him before, I think last season, and I know how he operates. I know how he works. Then for the Barcelona and Inter game, Lewandowski is back on the lineup. He's not going to start, obviously. Ferran is going to continue his tremendous form. For the past few games, he has really shown that, yes, he's going to stay here next season and he's going to be part of the team. He's not just going to be on the background. He's going to come in more often. Which is why I think when I'm talking about the potential signings we should make for the summer, we'll get there. Let's finish the Champions League game and finish the Clasico game, and that will be my next video. So I think Barcelona is going to come through, not because Barcelona is the better team. I feel Barcelona has this luck. I keep saying it. The game against Benfica was where it was most glaring, right? Where the keeper shot the bar and he hit Rafinha and went into the post. Against Inter, Rafinha hit the bar and he hit the back of the keeper and went into the post. The luck is with Barcelona. The wind is with Barcelona. Yeah, things might go wrong. It might not be exactly the way I predicted it, but on this one, I think Barcelona is going to go through and we're going to have a final of PSG versus Barcelona. I don't think Lamine Yamal is going to have a very great game like he did in the first leg. they will try to silence him. But that's a mistake they're going to make, because I'm predicting Olmo to score. I'm predicting Rafinha to score again. I'm predicting a Pedri goal, or maybe from the midfield, either Gavi or Pedri is going to get a goal. Yeah, so these are my predictions. Let's see what happens tomorrow, and let's see what happens on Wednesday. Peace. Visca Basa, Visca Casanona. See you in the next video. Hopefully we'll win.